Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Corey Holcomb falling out with Marcus, and he finally made it public, you guys, and we are going to talk about it all, you guys. Shout out to 5150 Nation. So last night's episode of Corey Holcomb's 5150 show that comes on YouTube, Corey wanted to respond to Marcus, who he was referring to, you guys, for like the first half hour or so as his stepson. And I was like, who's his stepson? And he's going in about how he helped him get a car, helped him out when he was in LA, that he sucks as a comedian, that he, brought him on tour with him, trying to help him out, that he doesn't have any money, that he steals from people, and all of the things, you guys. All of the things, right? And then goes in and says basically that him and Marcus's mom potentially could have had something more developed, but he was trying to be considerate of Marcus, you guys. But now wants to say that, he wants to be respectful because Marcus's mom has a boyfriend. And it's like, well, why are you putting it out there in the first place? But nonetheless, we got to talk about it because this is another fallout, because I don't know if you guys know, Marcus hasn't been on the 5150 show for months, right? And we haven't heard anything. Some people speculated that maybe something was off, that maybe something went wrong, and all of that, but nobody had any concrete proof or concrete receipts that really kind of spoke to that, right? Until Marcus did a video making fun of Corey Holcomb's injury, you guys. And so those of you who don't know, Corey Holcomb has injured, both of his arms, both of his hands and wrists and everything else, because I guess he fell off a scooter, right? And so Marcus, didn't, reach out or anything to check on him, but waited until after the fact, after Corey Holcomb put it out there on their show, to basically go on his platform and do some sort of a roast on Corey Holcomb. And Corey basically was like, why didn't you reach out to me when I actually was hurt, when I actually had this injury? Why are you going to wait to see me on my platform and then make a video roasting me, right? So that's where this stemmed from, basically saying that he's done with Marcus, that he's tired of protecting him and keeping everything under wraps, said that, essentially he was never going to say anything about, him no longer fooling with Marcus, said that he has receipts, he has text messages of Marcus still trying to beg him to come on his tours and come on his shows and all of these things, and, Corey said he's done. Corey said he's done with him. He's over it. He even threw Craig Fax into there, one of the co-hosts, because I guess he was a part of the conversation. Because I guess what, also happened was apparently Marcus, was upset that he was called like a sidekick to Corey, right? And got offended and was like, I'm my own man, right? So that's like the other catalyst to all of this, right? But nonetheless, anybody, you guys, unless you're a big name celebrity or a big time person, any of you that are co-hosting with Corey Holcomb is the sidekick. So I don't even understand why you're taking offense to that, right? And you're probably getting more notoriety being on that than you are on your own shows. And then also called out Shabby Ron for stealing, called out Mr. Marcus, because apparently he got into some fight, I guess, apparently, and nonetheless, is just basically saying that Corey showed him the game, showed his stepson the game, but Marcus has done nothing to elevate himself as a comedian, and the people don't find him funny. He tried to give him a chance, like I said, on some of his shows, and took him out on the road with him, and tried to show him the ropes, but there is nothing that Marcus has done to improve his platform. And now all of a sudden, that we have beef, that we're not in communication, you knew that I told you I'm not bleeping with you anymore, but then you have the audacity to not even reach out when I get injured, you're still using 5150 on your flyers, on your little, concerts, stand-up events or whatever. You're still plugging the 5150 so my fans, my platform can come to your shows and support you. And I didn't say anything about that, right? That's what Corey says. He's like, I didn't say anything about you putting 5150 still on the flyers, even though you knew that we fell out, but that's how you were trying to get people to show up for you, right? So he is just going in and everything else. And it's a hot mess. There's mixed reviews in the chat. There's mixed reviews in the comments because people are going down the list. They're like, you fell out with so greedy, precise. You fell out with Earthquake, the Barber. You even accused Bill Bellamy until you guys quickly squashed that situation because you had accused him originally of trying to copy your set and trying to copy the songs and music and stuff that you do as a part of your comedy. And Bill Bellamy had to do a live with you and shut it down. But this is just chaotic, you guys, and you've fallen out with, your family, some of your kids, some of your baby mamas, some of the comedians, Ari Spears, Little Rel, all these people, Corey. And you even talked about last night how you even fallen out with Darlene before. But the difference with Darlene is that, there's a level of respect and camaraderie between the two of you that if something goes down, if somebody is in need of something or what have you, you guys will be there for each other. So it was easier for you guys to rectify that situation. However, this situation with Marcus sounds like another situation like all of the rest of the falling co-hosts of the 5150 show, you guys, and it's just a mess. But Corey Holcomb said he's fine. He said that he is the God, he is the draw, he is the GOAT. And, the people that are there on his platform are eating off of him and eating off of his success and all of that. Is bigging up Craig because he mentioned, because there had been a few times that Craig Fax wasn't on the show recently over the past couple months. It wasn't frequently, but it was a few times. And he said that people tried to spread misinformation then, that there was beef with Craig Fax. And he was like, no. He was like, Craig Fax is doing his own thing. He has his own way that he's building his own brand. And, if that interferes with when we tape the show, then so be it. But there was never any beef. But as for, Marcus has been complaining to Corey Holcomb, to Craig Fax, to all these other people, and trying to make it seem like Corey Holcomb is the problem. But Corey Holcomb is basically saying, listen, I helped you out financially. I did all this stuff for you and, helped you out to get you and your mom out to LA and everything else to pursue your dreams and to pursue this comedy thing and all of that. And this is the thanks I get. And once I cut you off, you want to beg me still to try to come on shows. You still are using my name, 5150, to promote yourself, to get people to come to show up. But then you have the audacity when I actually injure myself and I'm in need and everything else, you decide to go on your platform, not call me, not text me to see how I was doing like my real friends and family do. But you go on your platform and start cracking jokes, right? So nonetheless, like I said, I'm team nobody in this. But because how many times have we had the same story, you guys, with these fallouts, right? But nonetheless, if in fact Marcus simply was using Corey for his name and his connections and his opportunities, and Corey then discovers that he's stealing, Corey then discovers that he's being dishonest, Corey discovers, through the grapevine that the person that you're helping out is bashing you behind your back, at what point do you say enough is enough? But I have a feeling, I'm sure Marcus is going to respond. I'm sure he's probably going to say something to get the back and forth, because Corey even was like, listen, I'm going to give you the clicks and the views and the attention that you're desperately seeking, because That was the whole reason that I responded to this in the first place and kept calling him his stepson. And it's kept calling him the stepson even though he knows that his mom is in a committed relationship with someone else, right? And remember, we have seen Marcus's mom on the show. And basically, Corey Holcomb said that there was a time that he was supposed to help, I guess, fix her transmission on her vehicle, and something would have went down if he did. So he stayed away. like he just kept making little references of how bad he wants Marcus's mom and all of these things. But nonetheless, Marcus is out of control and is out of order and had crossed the line, had betrayed Corey's trust, and had the audacity to bash him. So therefore, Corey Holcomb spent all this time on the show yesterday dragging Marcus, you guys. Dragging him for filth, dragging his looks, dragging everything, dragging his comedy, saying that the people don't even react when you're out there on the stage, and just everything. But my thing is, if you know that you've fallen out with somebody a long time ago, why would you allow them to utilize, your likeness and your trademark and everything else? Because if people see 5150, they're going to come to your platform. Just like when I talk about you or talk about 5150 Nation, there's people who come over who are Corey Holcomb fans, right? Who are 5150 Nation fans, right? So nonetheless, by you doing that, you're trying to gain clout, you're trying to gain attention off of Corey's name. I am not. I am promoting the fact that this is another beef, and it's funny because I can't believe, I thought we were going to get into the nitty gritty, you guys. I still have to finish the episode, but I was just like, this is going on and on and on. I was like, he is really going on and on and on about Marcus, you guys. When is it going to stop? When is it going to end? Why are we giving this much energy? Honestly, it should have been like a 5-minute, thing or whatever, but we went through the whole history of your existence with Marcus and all, like I said, the little inserts of Marcus's mom and how bad you want her and all of these things, you guys, and I'm like, what is going on, right? But nonetheless, and then Craig was making some comment that people shouldn't take sides or whatever else, but people are going to take sides, Craig. That's how this works in this sector. Whenever there's beef, especially when there's beef online between people, that's how this works. People are going to report on it. You have all the Corey Holcomb channels that have already clipped the half-hour drag session of Marcus. So people are either going to be on Marcus's side saying that it was no big deal, it was just a roast, that Corey needs to get over it. Or people are going to be on Corey Holcomb's side and saying, he shouldn't be using your likeness and everything else if you guys fell out. Or you're going to be on Marcus's side saying Corey's too sensitive, Corey falls out with everybody, this is something ridiculous to be upset over. Or you're on Corey's side to say, listen, you guys don't have all the receipts, you don't have all the behind the scenes text messages and everything else that I'm still getting from Marcus, even though he knows we're not cool anymore. Even though he knows I'm not helping him out anymore. But I had to put it all out there now because I'm hearing through the grapevine, you're putting dirt on my name. So it wasn't the fact that I don't think it was necessarily the roast that got to Corey Holcomb. It's just more so the accumulation of all of the drama, the behind the scenes that the fans don't know about. And then when Corey, gets injured and is on his platform, that's when you want to try to publicly, say something and say his name for attention and try to drag him and try to roast him. And so I think in Corey's eyes, he's like, okay, that's it. I'm going to address this for the simple fact that you will not shut up about me, and I'm going to expose our beef and what we've got happening behind the scenes, right? But nonetheless, we'll see where this goes. Do you think that there is a possible reconciliation? Will they reconcile like Zoe and Corey? Even though Zoe still will not come back. Hasn't been back on the show recently. So nonetheless, what do you think of this, you guys? Are you on anybody's side in this? And what do you think of the latest fallout with Corey Holcomb and somebody, and or just in a beef altogether with another comedian? You guys, please let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.